It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. At CD, the Dolphins, they've got some high hopes for 2023. They feel like they've got the pieces to make a run. They need a little bit of health, but they think they can be right there in the AFC East.
And they'll want every game to be a track meet because speed is their calling card. And if they're able to sprint out there ahead of people and make them chase, they'll be tough to reel in.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait goes on for a Super Bowl appearance. This will be the 28th season since they last won Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
Let's add on to that. They haven't even been to an NFC Championship game since 1996. And you know, that does not sit well in the owner's box for the Dallas Cowboys, continuing to try to find their way back to the top of the mountain.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They work now on 2nd and 9. They run again with Dowdle. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The all-pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A solid stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They run here with Dowdle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
With it, bro?
And the
That's not
offense
plan. That's the computer plan.
Only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, there's something that goes back to the early years of his career. Remember, he had 3 touchdowns in each of his first couple of seasons. None last year as they tried to dial back his running, especially down close to the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the...
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown on the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Turn on subscribe mode every time you go live, June.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Been sub to you for a min now, gang. Big 1K sub on the way, and that's one ways to help it. Saluting face. Bet how I do that. Happy holidays to bro. Christmas tree.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Same to you, bro, and appreciate it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a...
So if you on your phone on YouTube, you going to see like a scissors and dissections button.
Get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
Asterisk settings button right about the live chat.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches. But
Go to community moderations.
What you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Tua. Working. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable.
Find it yet.
To prove it to you first.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete 2-0, Braxton Berrios. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. That is...
Well, I'm looking now and streaming on my PlayStation portal.
Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football,
You do it from your phone.
running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down.
Oh my God, hit me up and do a video on it.
Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Tua going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
You're going to see it right above the live chat scissors, then the settings option.
At the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. As they've got it as we resume action.
Yes, sir.
Set up the screen. Achane has it. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work.
Every time you go live, gang, turn that BIH on. I got it. At Dark Mamba 876 - justice delivered. Stop spamming caps. Warning.
The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive.
Swear it will help. Saluting face, saluting face.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Bet bro, appreciate it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
No problem, gang.
On the return, this is Turpin. And able to get this out to the 25. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had.
Go Cowboys! Red exclamation mark fire.
Still accept the challenge. Maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Loose inside the 30. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play.
Might have to lock the parlay in face with tears of joy.
Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way.
Cowboys going crazy.
Big time play, big time result.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Right, and I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. It takes forever. I've been had my YouTube, but I just started doing stuff on my YouTube. Nah.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
https://m.twitch.tv/GOGOJUNE_GAMING.
Set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
I'm telling you, gang, once you turn it on every time and people tap in, the subscriber going to just be moving up. Trust me, gang.
You take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down. Here's Mostert again.
Cool, I ain't know that he told me.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
I got you.
You're on the plus side of 30. You don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Tua now on first down. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 47-yard.
From a streamer to another streamer, thumbs up, medium dark skin tone.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
For show, appreciate it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Jalen Waddle, 42 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes
Dropped a like, 2 thumbs up. Medium dark skin tone, tap back and later, keep grinding, gang, only up from here. Happy holidays again, saluting face. What's your prediction on the Dallas/Dolphins game, bro? Appreciate it and for show, bro.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the
31-21.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Dallas or Miami winning?
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and
I got my Cowboys winning.
offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 yards to go, second down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tua. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Respect.
Tua.
Fire, fire, fire.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough play.
https://m.twitch.tv/GOGOJUNE_GAMING.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And now here come the Cowboys. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a man who's
Followed you on Twitch too.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Oh yay, appreciate that FRI got more followers on here than Twitch. I'm trying to come up on here, then I take Twitch serious.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here comes Raheem Mostert and the Miami offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Dallas.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Who with a juke? He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Miami set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff as they run the counter play. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again. You'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll throw again. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in the second half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all.
slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4. They run again with Dowdle. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Prescott to throw it. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here we go on 4th down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, an 8-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Dolphins 27.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Miami set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he completes it to Barrios. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
2 and now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tua going to try and run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll dump this off to Achane. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Let's go, boy.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 4. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tua to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Tua going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Mostert. A beautiful fake. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fight the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, this is Turpin. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Prescott on 1st down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first.
This game crazy out of all Cowboys versus Dolphins games on YouTube. I think mine the best one.
Nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Hey, what we got? Me and guys, baby. Got you, baby.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Dowdle is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Dolphins offense returning to the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On target over the middle to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. That is caught, and they've got it inside.
Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a first down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
All right, y'all, I will see y'all. Merry Christmas Eve to everyone in the chat.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.